Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. The strains of the national anthem of Australia. Although it's got the juices flowing, and now this. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
So it's down to business here. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. He's gone for it! Goal! Look back on that goal. I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved. Indonesia take the early advantage. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Whipped in. Forward it goes. That's not going to make it. Indonesia have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift, and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time. And that pretty much sums up the difference in what we've seen. One team assured, the other a little unsure. It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't lead, and they paid the price and deserved to.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Karacic. Hoists it forward. Lecky desperately wants to get on the end of this. Dix plays it forward. Making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Karacic. Chance to play it in. Karacic wants to play it back. Loy. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Lovely bit of skill.
scored, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can have more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Indonesia leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch. It could easily go either way. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge. He's had a shot! Moy. Becky. Appreciates good football all round there. Just make sure that won't get through. Just the field it goes. Question about it. Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. Spot on, his reputation is better than what we've just seen. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here. Yeah, they're going to try and stop it in this fashion, Peter. Then a magnificent effort. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Vidas is there, and he can get that clear. Picks him out. That's nice. Shapes the shot. it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Sides now taking this chance to turn to their benches. Trying to play it through.
His body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Foul, free kick's been given. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Australia are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they could still have...
And the shot! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
Indonesia making another change here. So the lead now is 2.